Sure, our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center, where the Warriors are celebrating a 5-4 overtime win. Lyndon Lakovich is the overtime hero for the Warriors in this one, as he scores just over 2 minutes into the extra frame, giving the Warriors the 5-4 victory here in Game 2 and a 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 series here against the Brandon Wheat Kings. Big goal there from Lyndon Lakovich, probably the biggest of his WHL career so far, and a big one for the Moose Jaw Warriors as they come back from a 4-2 deficit in the second period, score 2 goals late in the second, and win this one 5-4 in overtime. Wild night here in Moose Jaw for the Moose Jaw Warriors as they pull out the victory. We got plenty to come on the post-game show. I'm Marc Smith, your host, and we'll run through the game scoring summary in just a little bit. We'll hear from Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary. We'll have your Connexus save of the night, your 3 stars, and your out-of-town scoreboard. But let's start with the game scoring summary. And it was Braden Yeager getting the Warriors on the board first with his first of the playoffs at 8:43, a bad angle shot that goes off a Wheat King into the back of the net, giving the Warriors that early lead. Then Brandon strikes back. Dominic Peter and Roger McQueen score back-to-back goals for the Wheat Kings, giving them their first lead of the night and first lead of the series. McQueen, it's his second of the series. And then the Warriors answer back, though, with a shorthanded goal from Atlee Calvert at 16:18 of that first period. Great pass from Matthew Savoy to set that one up for Calvert, and the Warriors tie it up at 2 after 20 minutes of play. But it was Brandon coming out charging in that second period. Rylan Roersma getting a goal 7 minutes into the second, shorthanded, to give Brandon a 3-2 lead. Then Roger McQueen, second of the night, third of the series at 14:31, makes it 4-2 for Brandon. They're in the driver's seat at that point. But Warriors, quick strike offense. Matthew Savoy with 1:57 to go in the second period gets his second of the playoffs, pulling the Warriors within 1. Then it's Pavel McKenzie just 23 seconds later, tying the game up at 4 after 2 periods of play. Both sides get chances in the third, and then 2:15 in to the extra period. It's Lyndon Lakovich with his first of the series, winning the game for the Moose Jaw Warriors. Big goal there from the young Lyndon Lakovich, and the Warriors take this one 5-4. Let's head down to the Warriors locker room, where I'm now being joined by head coach Mark O'Leary after a thrilling finish to this hockey game. Coach, it wasn't a perfect game for you guys, but you found a way to gut this one out. I guess you got to be pretty pleased with the finish and getting the victory here in this one.
Yeah, I think that's what playoffs are all about. You're going to have to find different ways to win each and every night. And, tonight we hung in there. A big moment was, making that 4-4 before the end of the second period there. Again, our top line there tonight was Savoy's line. I just thought that they were dangerous at different times tonight, and they got the job done there. And then in overtime, you see what works. Just a simple little chip play through the neutral zone, and real good job by the guys on the forecheck creating that turnover. And certainly Lack knows what to do when he gets the puck in a dangerous scoring area.
That's what I was just about to say. Lyndon Lakovic, when he gets that puck in those spots, can put it in the net, and I'm sure you weren't surprised to see that one go in when he had the time and space.
No, I think that's the thing with gifted offensive players. You know, they don't need a lot of looks, and in the big moments, that's who you want with the puck on their stick. And Lack made no mistake there, but great job by Cove on the forecheck as well to create that turnover. And again, it's the simple things that work tonight, and a real big win for us.
Brandon, a great pushback in this game after losing game one. What did you feel like they were able to change up, and what did they do to kind of counter you guys in this game?
Well, I thought they did a real good job through the neutral zone in terms of clogging things up through the middle, and you know, we were stubborn at times tonight trying to make plays through them, and when we did that, we saw Brandon at their best, their transition offense, and you know, then they're, you know, even when they didn't score, they have zone time now, and we've talked about them, their ability to get pucks through from the point. So for us, it just started with our puck management tonight. Again, stubbornness, but to Brandon's credit, you know, they're going to try too, and they checked real well tonight.
What do you guys do to build off this one now going into game three and heading out on the road to Brandon?
Well, first and foremost, I think we just have to get some rest. You know, I think you know, we'll take advantage of the extra day here. We don't play again until Wednesday, so you know, some much needed rest here for our guys. And again, whether we won or lost tonight, we do the same thing. We reset. We come at it, talk about the same things. We'll review today's game and make sure that we're better for it on Wednesday.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on the win. Thank you for joining me here tonight after this one.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you to Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary for joining us here on the post-game show. Let's take a look at your 3 stars of the hockey game. Your third star, Radlin Roersma, with a goal and 2 points here. He was dangerous for the Brandon Wheat Kings in this hockey game. Roger McQueen also a couple of goals, had a really strong game here for the Brandon Wheat Kings. Second star in the building, it was announced as Matthew Savoy, but it is Atlee Calvert, a goal and 3 points for Atlee Calvert. In this one, your first star that we sent in, but it was not. It was announced the other way. Was Matthew Savoy is your first star of the game. Scored that big goal to pull the Warriors within one, and then also set up Atlee Calvert's goal there in the first period. And a big game here from Matthew Savoy. Lucas Brenton also a couple assists in this one. He's now got 4 assists through 2 games for the Warriors. So Lucas Brenton chipping in offensively here through 2 games in the playoffs. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with your Connexus save of the night and your 3 stars of the hockey game, or sorry, your out-of-town scoreboard when we come back next on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. And more and more and more and more and more. And more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yeah!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center, where we're going through the Warriors' thrilling 5-4 overtime win over the Brandon Wheat Kings here in Game 2. Jackson Unger was a key part of that. Didn't have his best night per se, but made some key stops when he needed to, including 4 in overtime. Let's take a look at the Connexus save of the night for Jackson Unger. This one came in the second period. Cross-ice pass, Jackson comes out, squares up to it, makes a nice save on Caleb Hadlin. Jackson also had some big stops in the third period. But this was your Connexus save of the night for the Moose Jaw Warriors netminder coming across crease. And he made 30 saves in the hockey game to backstop the Moose Jaw Warriors to the overtime win and a 2-0 series lead. Let's finish up the night with the SAS Lottery's out-of-town scoreboard. 7 games in total in the Western Hockey League tonight. The Swift Current Broncos taking a 2-0 series lead with 3 goals in the third period to knock off the Lethbridge Hurricanes 4-3. Medicine ties up their series with Red Deer, winning 3-1 after losing in double overtime last night. The Prince George Cougars rolling to a 7-4 win over the Spokane Chiefs. Spokane, though, good pushback in the third period, scoring 4 times. Prince George now leads that series 2-0. Portland winning 5-1 over the Victoria Royals. That game, series also 2-0 in favor of the Winterhawks. The Kelowna Rockets go into Wenatchee and get a 3-1 win here in Game 2. That series now even at 1 game apiece. And the Everett Silvertips also even up their series with the Vancouver Giants, winning 2-1 here tonight. Roast with both goals there for Everett, and they win that one 2-1. That series tied at 1 game apiece after the opening weekend of the WHL playoffs. Moving over to the NHL, 5 games involving Canadian teams, 15 games in total on the ice. Oilers winning 6-1 over Anaheim. The Leafs shut out the Sabres 3-0. The Canadians shut out on home ice 3-0 by Carolina. Ottawa goes into Winnipeg and knocks off the Jets 3-2. And in the final game of the Hockey Night in Canada tonight, the Calgary Flames leading the Los Angeles Kings 3-2 there in Calgary. It's been a wild night here in downtown Moose Jaw. Game 2 of this best-of-7 series sees the Warriors pick up a 5-4 overtime win over the Brandon Wheat Kings. A thrilling game. Warriors down 4-2 in that second period. Come back to win this one with 2 quick goals late in that second period. And then the winner from Lyndon Lakovic in overtime. Biggest goal for the young Warriors forward there on that one, picking up a big OT winner, giving the Warriors a 2-0 series lead. This series will now shift to Brandon for games 3 and 4 on Wednesday and Thursday. You can follow along at mjwarriors.ca and on all our social media channels, as we'll keep you up to date from the road as the Warriors head out on the road. You can also tune in to play-by-play action with James Gallo on Country 100 and WHL Live. If necessary, there would be a Game 5 back here in Moose Jaw next Saturday, but the Warriors hoping they can head into Brandon and take care of business, but we'll see. Brandon, good pushback here in Game 2. But Warriors take this one 5-4 in overtime and take a 2-0 series lead on the Brandon Wheat Kings. Thank you for tuning in tonight on IKS Media Warriors Live.